Hey, thanks for tuning in for football predictions and food and wine pairings. Now, today is the last of a very long weekend of football. So today is Monday night, and there's only one game, and we're going to see the 12-5 Houston Texans take on the 10-7 Pittsburgh Steelers, and they're going to be in Pittsburgh. Now, the Texans are a 3-point favorite, and I'm going with the Texans. I just think the Texans are better, even though the Steelers are at home, and they are really good at home, but the reality is Houston's defense is really good. Okay. Now, they have essentially the same number of sacks. Pittsburgh has 17 and Houston has 18. So, in that sense, it's very close. But defense has won the last few games for Houston, and Houston is coming in on an 8-game winning streak. Now, normally I would be inclined to go with the Steelers because of this 8-game winning streak, because it's like, listen, nobody's going to win 9 games in a row. But I just feel like Houston is a much better team than the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers have extremely old man Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback, and he has 3,322 yards and, less than 10 interceptions. Whereas the Houston Rockets have much, much younger, I mean, we're talking half his age, CJ Stroud, who has 2,410 yards. All right. He is working his way to being a very good quarterback, and I just think that they're going to do better tonight than the Steelers. So go ahead and take the Steelers. Now, tonight, since it's Monday, and Mondays are hard because I had to go back to my day job, and after a weekend of just lounging around, I don't really want to do too much cooking, so I'm probably just going to pick up some brisket at the barbecue shop down the street from my house because I've kind of been wanting brisket. I went to lunch over the weekend and I didn't get the brisket sandwich, so it's been on my mind since then. And to go with tonight's wine, I am getting a local wine from pretty local to where I am, and it is from a winery in Sassoon Valley called Back Road Vines, and this is their non-vintage Piazzo estate-grown red blend. And inside this bottle, we have 68% Gamay, 22% Cabernet Sauvignon, and 10% Merlot. Now, this bottle is $45. I received this bottle because a friend came over and she brought it with her and we never got around to drinking it. So now it's mine and I'm opening it. So when you take a look in the glass, it looks pretty dark in here, but if you were in the room with me, you'd see it's actually, if you look from the top, it's actually pretty light. And on the edge, you would see that the color here is a really light purple. I know it's difficult to see on the camera. On the nose, it smells a lot like pine needles and dirt and bell pepper, right? Which is kind of a random combination, but it's what you would expect with this blend of grapes that you have here. On the tongue, it's really vegetal. And when I say that, I'm getting a lot of bell pepper. I'm getting a lot of fresh herbs. It also has like a kind of not very peppery, but a little bit of a black pepper taste. And then it also has a little bit of slate. And if you're wondering what that is, that's a particular kind of a stone in here. Overall, I think this wine is actually pretty good. It's gotten better as the time has gone on since I first had the first sip until right now. $45 I feel like is a little bit much for what it's offering. I feel like if it was closer to 32, I would like it a lot better. But considering it cost me $0, it's actually very good. And it's going to go great with this brisket sandwich that I'll be having. All right, this is the easy one today. Go ahead and take the Houston Texans. They're already the favorite. And as we know from this past weekend, that's no guarantee to win, but I think they'll win. And let me show you this bottle again if you want to go out and get it. Back Road Vines from Sassoon Valley in California. Cheers.